Boys and girls, here we go with your next lesson. Our check-in question is, what topic sentence do you feel is the strongest? The Industrial Revolution was positive time in U.S. history. B, one of the most fascinating times in U.S. history was the Industrial Revolution. Or C, population exploded during the Industrial Revolution. Our question yesterday involved identifying what is this right here, invented in 1836. Well, this is the telegraph, and Samuel Morse of the United States invented Morse code, which I'm sure you've heard about, in 1844. And this revolutionized communication in the country, being able to send a message by tap-tap versus by the old Pony Express. In fact, the telegraph would put the Pony Express out of business. Let's move on to daily news. In your last class, I wanted you to identify positive and negatives from documents 13 and 14. You also needed to complete a Schoology task called Using Evidence to Support a Counterclaim. So this was practice number 2. Before that, you used evidence to support a claim. By now, you should have a very clear understanding of what your stance will be on this question. Was the Industrial Revolution more positive or more negative time in U.S. history? Today, I want you to finalize your claim and identify 2 to 3 key pieces of evidence to support your claim. By the end of today, you will have a better idea of what your essay is going to be written about. We will practice finding key pieces of evidence to support a claim, and you will start, I'm going to repeat that, you're going to start a rough outline of your essay. All right, claim training. Your claim is really easy. It's basically what you're trying to prove, and you're going to prove that it was a positive time in U.S. history or it was a negative time in U.S. history. The trick is wording it well and to support it with evidence. Let's take a look at some of your work in practice number 1. Which student examples do you think were good and which ones need improvement? I'm going to read them and we'll drag them over. First one, the Industrial Revolution was positive because small towns like Hyde, with few inhabitants and poor soil, were transformed into a clean, comfortable, and prosperous city where most people had a job in factories and had access to clothes and food. The citation is Manchester, 1884, Leon Foucher. This is a great one right here, very detailed, and it even has a great citation. The Industrial Revolution was a positive time in U.S. history because it allowed people to afford quality things. This is stated in document 5, when it says your houses are better built, your clothes are less expensive, you have an infinite number of domestic utensils. This one's also very good because it has a citation that's very specific. Third one, the Industrial Revolution was a positive time in U.S. history because it created a lot of jobs. It also created a better way to get from place to place. Although these things are very true, it is not detailed very well enough because we could name an invention that would say how we got from place to place better, like Robert Fulton's steamboat. It also does not have a citation, so I would move this over here to needing improvement. It's a good start, though. How about these 3? The Industrial Revolution was a negative time in U.S. history due to the fact that people were dying of disease. In the 1797 pamphlet, Society of Bettering Conditioning and Increasing Comforts of the Poor, it stated that 14 people have died. This is well done. We have a clear citation of the Society of Bettering Conditions, and we have great description. So we'll move that over here. Second one, the Industrial Revolution was a positive time in U.S. history because things were cheaper, could be produced more, and was a good way to pass the time and was fun for some. Evidence, the philosophy of manufacturers of children could work. Have fun, socialize, benefit community, can be another home for children, exercise for them, and they're making money by having fun. So this one here, I'd say, has a good citation and the use of the document, but it's a little wordy and it's not very clear. So I would move this over here to the needs improvement. Last one, the Industrial Revolution was a negative time in U.S. history because people worked long hours and only got one break. This is pretty good, even though it's very short. We got a good citation. We got a very specific detail about how work was long and they only got one break. So I'd move that over here. Okay, boys and girls, I'm actually going to have to stop this video because I'm running out of time, and I'll post part 2 in a minute. Take a look at that.